So my friend, yoga is really total scientific. Is the not just like we judge yoga without knowing anything. Okay, so we have to know the yoga first, like maintaining the discipline in our life, in our everyday routine, which called the yoga. I am suggesting just 5 minutes, but this procedure you have to follow each and every day, my friend. Prana and vital force, we need to understand what is that. Is the energy from the universe.
Sinapsis Cósmica, un podcast de la Neurona Inteligente. Namaste, buenos días, bienvenidos a la Neurona Inteligente. Hoy estamos con el doctor Gaurav. Él es un doctor en ciencias yóguicas por la Universidad de Gurukula. Tiene 25 años de experiencia y hace clases de asanas, Pranayama y Kriya Yoga. Esta entrevista es en inglés, evidentemente para que podamos comprendernos, así que por favor activar los subtítulos debajo del vídeo para que tengáis la mejor experiencia. Comencemos. Dr. Gaurav, thank you for being with us today.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Alex.
much. I appreciate your time.
I namaste to you and I namaste through your channel all the people those are going to join you.
Thank you. So, shall we start with the first question?
Sure.
What is yoga?
Okay, Alex, it's really nice to know about your idea through the YouTube channel. You want to spread this real knowledge, the traditional knowledge about the yoga to the people. The people really need to know, need to understand what is the yoga. Okay, it's a simple language. About 5,000 years ago, the one yogis came on this planet, which called Maharishi Patanjali. Okay, Patanjali was the great yogi, and he wrote a great book about the yoga and yoga practice. It's called the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, or we recognize by the Ashtanga Yoga. Okay, so nowadays, which we are seeing around the world, the Ashtanga Yoga is not like really Ashtanga Yoga. Okay, but it's okay as a physical, people accept and enjoy, but it's okay. But actually, the Ashtanga Yoga is totally different nowadays, what we are performing. So according to Patanjali, how he explained about the yoga, the first sentence he said about yoga in Sanskrit, because all the text, as you know, written in the Sanskrit language, which is the oldest language around this world. So he said, Atha Yoga Nusasnam. Okay, the wonderful word from the Sanskrit language, Atha Yoga Nusasnam. Which means about the yoga, he said, like maintaining the discipline in our life, in our everyday routine, which called the yoga. So this is the wonderful example. He never said about any pranayama practice, any asana practice, anything else. He first said about discipline. Okay, so when he mentioned about the Ashtanga Yoga, the 8 limbs of the yoga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. The first 2 parts, which called the yama and niyama, which are the disciplined. Okay, how we can maintaining the discipline. So Patanjali, Maharishi Patanjali, the great yogi, he mentioned very well. There are 5 types of the yamas and there are 5 types of the niyamas. Before we start the yoga practice, we really have to maintaining the discipline in our life.
And this is through our behavior?
Of course. Behavior, speak truth, okay, always never need to say lie, and we have to be clean up our body, which called the socha, okay, like body and mind through the yoga practice. So there are many things before we start.
Asanas.
Of course. So this is the sequence, you know, this is the sequence. Yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, okay, it's going step by step. Okay, that's the way of the yoga.
Because we in the West, we think yoga is stretching.
No.
It's not that.
Yeah, this is one part, asanas. Okay, we have to perform the physical practice, but many of us, we keep the myth in our mind without knowing the yoga, like practice physical, twisting the body, stretching, some posture bend forward, some posture bend backward, some sitting posture, standing posture, which called the yoga. So my friend, I want to very clearly you, this is not a yoga. This is the one practice in yoga. Other 7 practice are left. We need to understand, we need to do performance, continue. That's become a yoga.
So, Dr. Gaurav, what is asana and how do you think asana can improve the body physically?
So asana is the physical part according to Ashtanga Yoga. So when we perform the asanas in yoga, okay, so it means with the postures, with the systematic breathing system, because each and every posture we have to focus on the breath, okay, and through the breath when we perform the asanas posture is make the getting the strength physically, like more powerful, more strength, and also the flexibility about muscles and joints. Okay, this is my short answer.
So, yeah.
Yes.
So, does it help or prepare the body
Of course, for the next level.
the next level?
Yeah, like pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, rest of the steps according to Ashtanga Yoga, this is the preparation, because everything comes through the physical body. So first we have to do sadhana about the physical body, then goes to the mind. This is the way.
This is the way.
Yes.
What is pranayama and how can pranayama help the body physically and mentally?
Pranayama is the major part in yoga, as I always said in my session whenever I am in India and out of the India. So pranayama is kind of the very scientific technique, okay, about improve your prana. Prana means vital force, okay. So usually we skip this part. If you go many of countries, they are very much interested to perform the physical, which called the asanas, but they skip the main and important part in yoga, which called the pranayama, the breathing technique. Why? I didn't understand. Okay, but in India, when we goes to the university, and also when we come to the ashram, meet the yoga gurus, yoga master, all they said about practice, to do the practice of the pranayama. Why? Because it's good for your physical body and it's good for your mental body. Okay, so prana, prana and vital force, we need to understand what is that. Is the energy from the universe. Okay, like if you can see my physical body, and if I will hold my nose and mouth next 2 and 3 minutes, it means this body meaning is nothing, because the body is in consciousness. We can do all the action, talking, smelling, seeing, hearing, any action from the body because of the energy. So what is the difference with alive people and dead people? Only the breath. Okay, the pranic energy, the vital force. Okay, and you will be surprised, Alex, you know how many times our body breath, okay, is not the short number. From the nature, we take the oxygen about 21,600 times. It's surprise. Whenever we do work for the company, for the business in any country, we need to pay some taxes. And from the nature, this is the big gift from the nature, to taking the oxygen and recycle the carbon dioxide. And how many times? 21,600 times. Okay, so prana, when we do the pranayama practice, when we do the breathing technique in yoga, so how it works for the body is remove the toxins, from the body. Okay, and how the works the pranayama for the mind, it's remove helpful to unnecessary thoughts from the minds. Okay, you understand? That's why we can't perform the meditation. So many times we do the perform meditation, but our meditation not become a perfect. Why? Because we really don't have the practice of the pranayama. Okay, if we proper have the spend time with the pranayama practice, make body and mind feeling well, okay, then we can do the meditation much better. How? Because when we are without performing the pranayama, if we jump to the meditation, so some things come, like we are physically might be able to sitting in one posture, close the eyes, but problem is, my friend, ever you have found your mind is not stable. Okay, always the mind, you are physically sitting here, in the same time you have more than 1,000 thoughts. Okay, according your interest, your family, your business, your something comes and goes always. How you could help, how you can control those thoughts without pranayama practice, my friend, is not possible. That's why the pranayama is the major part in yoga. We have to perform every day, never skip it, never skip it. Okay, thank you.
Do you think science fully recognizes the benefits of yoga and pranayama?
So I will say yes, because there are lot of evidence, lot of proof, okay, about the when we do the breathing exercise, the breathing technique pranayama, it's give the lot of benefits. There are not countable, unlimited benefits comes to the physical body, to the mental body. How? Whenever you're getting the sick, okay, so first affects body, what's the come, if you will check your oxygen, the oxygen level goes down. Okay, so this is the first symbol of the sickness. Okay, so how you can recover the oxygen level? So usually what we do in medical science, we goes to the hospital and we use the mask, oxygen mask. Okay, but if we continue have the breathing practice, the pranayama, then why we need our body absorb like that much oxygen? We don't need to be suffer with the low oxygen. Okay, this is the big things what I am going to say you. Okay, another things, when you continue your practice with the breath, your internal organs become more strong, which can works very well. So it means you'll not get sick. Okay, yeah,
Because the organs are working better.
of course they will better
In a way, yes.
Yes, usually for the normal and ordinary human being, when they do the breath, it's okay. Naturally, they are doing the breath, but in many ways, the oxygen not proper supply to the our internal organs, to the internal nerves. Okay, internal nerves. So this is the pranayama is the main the things in yoga. If we practice every day, then we having lot of oxygen in our body. Okay, then it means our immune system become much better. Okay, yes.
Dr. Gaurav, nowadays there is a lot of problem in the world, and especially with mental health problems like anxiety and depression. What do you think is the problem, and how can we improve this?
So Alex, before COVID come on this earth, so life was totally different. People are very interconnecting to each other, always welcoming. You can travel freely, you can go anywhere. Okay, no, everyone are enjoying their life. But after COVID, there are a lot of change. Now almost 4 years COVID gone, but still people are physically weak, mentally weak. Okay, and financially weak. Many point of view, the people, because they lost the business, many people they lost the health and lost the mind, because we were not prepared for the accept the COVID in that time, and we are not in right way, like something suddenly comes appear in front of us. We were not. So that's why people are still, I meet, because I am teaching since a long time here, I always meet the people with a very unhappy face and many complain about many things. So how could create the balance? Okay, so I will again say, not because I am the teacher of teaching asanas, pranayamas and hatha yoga. It's as a human being, you have to accept, you have to keep the big heart about the yoga. First you need to understand the scientific, the yoga. The yoga is not subject is yoga. It's particular the word, if I will say about the yoga, yoga complete science. Okay, that's why Maharishi make Patanjali make the 8 limbs of the yoga step by step, and asanas and pranayamas is works well. That's why you see the asanas are very popular around the world. Okay, many of peoples, even they don't know yoga, they have no idea about the yoga, but they are performing the asanas. So have some reason why they are performing. Okay, so now I will again say, please accept as a asana in your life, also accept the pranayama, which is the next level after the asana. Okay, so if you will perform the asanas, later pranayamas and meditation in proper way, in proper guidance, with the good instruction, with the good institution, with the good organization, then you might be able to balance your physically and mentally. Okay, not much problems suffer, you will suffer with many problems. Okay, if you are continue performing the asanas and pranayamas. How? Like I explained before, the asanas will improve you physically. Okay, if you will do the practice of the pranayama, you are very helpful to removing your toxin, unnecessary thoughts through from your mind, and you will be feel happily. Okay, and if you will able to do the meditation, I will not say about 1 hour, half an hour and more, I will say the short meditation, because in our everyday life we are so much busy. Okay, we don't have that much time to perform yoga very well, because of course it takes time. So we have to be taken some selected parts of the yoga, few asanas, few pranayamas and short meditation. And then when you will, well, yeah, this is also one things I would like to mention. Like I watch many countries when I visit out of India, like when I contact the people, or people contact with me, so I ask them usually how many times you practice in a week. So many people say 1 times and 2 times in a week. So my friend, this is kindly my humble request all of you through the Alex, please try to make more and more, okay, practice in a week, and if possible do yoga every day. Okay, when you will start to respect the yoga, then the yoga will take care of you. Okay, don't take it easy, please take it seriously. If you really physically, mentally and more things you want from the yoga, from the universe, then you have to be perform yoga practice every day, my friend.
What do you think it would be the minimum practice every day?
So this is a very nice question, Alex, which I will make my appreciation for you, because nowadays you see we are living in 21st century and the life is more running, no patience too much. Okay, and of course everybody need to work, everybody have to go fish to earn some money for themselves, for family, which is the main part in also the social part in our life. So I will say, my friends, if we can make 30 minutes at least in a day, it will be perfect. Okay, so I would like to say, uh, according to yoga scriptures, when we do the practice of yoga, our stomach must be empty. Okay, nowadays what is the trend? I watch many of cities, people eat food and they jump to the yoga class. So please don't be wrong, is the not the correct way to learning asana and pranayama, practicing asana and pranayama. The best way in the morning when stomach is empty, then you can make your half an hour schedule. Okay, so in half an hour what you need to do, first 15 minutes you do the Surya Namaskar, warm up your body, some types of the asanas. Okay, second 10 minutes you have to do pranayama, the breathing technique. Okay, last 5 minutes if you are ready, you left, you do the meditation. I am suggesting just 5 minutes, but this procedure you have to follow each and every day, my friend. And one more thing, if you are not ready in the morning, because you have to go for work, you have to do many of your duties, might be you have kids at your home, you sending them to school, so in the evening, okay, in the evening before lunch you can try your procedure. As I said, 30 minutes, 15 minutes asanas, 10 minutes pranayama, and last 5 minutes do meditation, which will change your life, my friends, I guaranteed you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any science behind the idea of chakras or energy centers in the physical bodies?
So many of the yoga peoples, those are having practiced since last few years, they knows about the chakras. Okay, so chakras, you know, is amazing effect when doctors, they check the human body, they operate the human body, and they finding the chakras. The physically they didn't found it. You know why? Because the chakra works in our human body as a energy center. Okay, so energy always not visible, okay, not visual, okay, is invisible always. Like I would like to say you, like we are breathing all the time, okay, inhale and exhale through the nostrils. So it's very amazing things, like we can feel it, right? We can feel it, but we can't recognize the air, okay,
Yes.
the prana we can't recognize. So energy chakra are the same. We having, according to hatha yoga, we having the 7 chakras, and some evidence say we have 13 chakras. So we don't need to go in that deeper way. Just I would like to say, so behind the chakras the prana will works, okay. And you will be surprised, you know, prana not only one types, there are 5 types of the prana, okay, 5 types of the prana. So which works for the energy center, for the chakras. And when chakras are activate, then our, you know, the we have more deeper connection with the universe. So this is about the chakras.
So are these chakras located? Because most people think they see the images and they think they're in front of us, but they are really located in the spine.
No, no. Yeah, of course. This is true.
Where are they
This,
located?
yeah, this is the good question, Alex, from you. The actually we felt like a chakra in front of us. No, actually all the chakras, okay, the energetic center are located on our spine. That's why when we do the pranayama in yoga and meditation, we never say like sit like that, comfortable. Keep the spine straight. This is the reason, because all the chakras from head to your tail, all the located on your spinal cord, okay. Yeah.
So nowadays there is an increase around the world of chronic conditions like diabetes, India, China, UK, United States, Europe. And doctors obviously worry about this increase in diabetes conditions, for example. How can yoga help us in this case?
The diabetes is getting a common physical problem around the world, and you will be surprised, you know, many of people, they are suffering with the diabetes, even they have no idea they are getting the diabetic, okay. So this is the simple the according to science, when the sugar level are very high in our body, it's become a diabetes, okay. And in India, people blame, because India we always using too much eating the sweets and distributing the sweets during our festivals in India, in Pakistan, and that's why we getting the diabetes. So this is not a good judgment, okay. The science, what the science said about the diabetes is come from the stress. Lot of the diabetes patient, they have less sugar in their life, but how they got the diabetic? Only the reason because of the stress, okay. So in yoga, you know, about the diabetes, how we can cure our diabetes, there are very easy way, but as I said before, my friend, we have to be perform every day. So first I will say, you know, in yoga asana how could help to cure the diabetes. So in our body part, you know, why the diabetes come in our body? Of course from the stress, but what the reason? About the medical science, about the human body, they say we have lot of internal organs in our body, like heart, lungs, kidneys, liver, and there is one more important internal organs, it's called the pancreas, okay. The what the pancreas do in our body, it's create the insulin, okay. So when pancreas stop to work, he not doing the like making the stop the making the insulin, that's why people feel diabetic, okay. So I show you one very good asana for the diabetic people. First, sitting in Vajrasana, okay, like this. Close your knees, close your thighs, and make a fist, tighten, okay. Then you have to press, you have to place on beside your navel on your belly, like this. And as you exhale, when you will bend forward slowly, as much as you can without forcing yourself, and inhale, come back, okay. every day, if you will try 7 to 10 times, you know what happen? The pressure will come here when you hold, okay, your belly, you press your belly. Then your pancreas start to release the insulin, okay. I am not talking about once and twice. I am saying this procedure takes few weeks, maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. We have to be continue practice, as I mentioned before breakfast, if possible, okay. Then the pancreas release the insulin, okay. The releasing the insulin, it means your diabetes slowly could be controlled, okay. This is the posture point of view from the asana. But in pranayama, you know, when we start to do agni prasaran pranayama, but nowadays people say it kapalbhati, which is okay. So you know, in this procedure, what you need to do, forcefully exhalation through the nose, and the effect again comes to the pancreas. The pancreas will press, okay, during the practice of agni prasaran pranayama. Again, what happened with this pranayama? The insulin will release from your pancreas. So these two things, you know, yoga can control your diabetic problem without going to the doctors, without going to spend your money, okay. So my friend, yoga is really total scientific. Is the not just like we judge yoga without knowing anything, okay. So we have to know the yoga first. At least we have to read some scriptures, then we have our ideas about the yoga, how it gives us the mental and physical good health, my friends.
So, Dr. Gaurav, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you,
so
Alex.
much.
Yes.
Namaste. It was
Namaste,
great.
Alex.
It was for me an enlightening experience to be with you with so much knowledge about yoga, and I hope you guys liked it. It's beautiful to see people that still maintain this practice in the proper way. Amigos de la Neurona Inteligente, espero que os haya gustado el vídeo, el poder estar con una persona con tanto conocimiento. Haremos más vídeos con él en el futuro reciente. Un abrazo y que estéis bien. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Alex. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.